say you were 2 years into your relationship and you had to assemble your own flowers.
She wouldn't care.
I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person.
Alex is
an
happy she gets a
impossible
gift
question
at
to
all.
answer.
Yeah, I am
That's
not
an
a
impossible question. I don't know why I asked it.
I'm like, you can't ask me that because I generally don't like receiving. I like giving.
Are there...
Shut the fuck up, Brett.
Oh, boy.
Mic drop.
See you later.
Bye.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh, God.
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's
okay.
do it right now.
What?
Let's use this
Go
scenario.
ahead.
Let's do it right
So Alex and I
now.
watched Black Mirror.
Mhm.
It
We
came
binged
out.
it.
Came
You
out
don't
last.
binge it.
Do you not consider 3 hours binging?
No, I said on the precast, I'm saying it now, to be binge-worthy, I think has to be at least 5. Binging is not about length of time, I think. It's about number of individual things.
I think it's about a season,
How many episodes is binge watching?
Well,
According
we
to
just asked him.
according to Google.
a survey conducted by Netflix in February 2014, they need
That's
to redo
5
this.
years ago.
They need to redo
Yeah.
this.
Before
Nope.
binging really
This
took
is,
off.
yeah. It says 73% of people define binge watching as watching between 2 to 6 episodes. 2?
2? No.
No.
No. Okay. I think.
This just rendered itself irrelevant.
It did. That was a very dumb.
Throw your phone.
That was very subtle. Throw your phone.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give
horse?
me time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Put your
Oh shoot!
Ah! Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia.
Oh, are
I don't know.
we're live now.
We can't do an intro yet. We have to
Great.
wait for Brett. I don't know what just
I don't
happened.
know. Brett's dying.
All I did was say I was thirsty. I don't know
You
what
like,
just happened.
you like whisper.
What?
I don't know.
Brett's dead already, and I don't even know what happened. I'm just over here telling people we're live, and Brett's over here like, like he sounds like what's his
What's
face?
going on?
I don't know. He's just thirsty. Drinking water.
I was thirsty.
I guess you had to be there, guys.
Uh,
Even though I was there, and I still don't get it.
Welcome back to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 250, milestone.
250 episodes, guys.
Alex is just mean right now. She don't-
She's
No,
Doesn't
I
appreciate
have
comedy.
something that's gonna make Josh like really happy right now.
why?
Oh.
Ready?
What's gonna make me
It's
happy?
my opener.
You got an opener?
Yeah.
'Cause I got one too.
Ready?
What's up?
Turn around.
No.
Look at what you see.
Look at what you see. Never ending story.
No, we'll get to that.
We go upstairs, or Josh goes upstairs to sit up, and he's going.
It's just in my head. I'm really
I was like, I told you.
Yeah, I'm really upset about it. But no, my I had a podcast stream last week. Right after the show, actually, a couple nights after the show. Alex and Frank.
So it wasn't right after the show, but it was a couple nights.
Well, it was last week, so it wasn't like recent. But our mics kept getting muted while we were like talking, like, but our switches were staying on. I was like, okay, so like all of our audio was going weird.
There's a ghost.
So as we were talking, I was like watching our soundboard and stuff, and nothing was being switched. The iRig kept getting plugged in and out. I've been thinking about the iRig so much in my brain.
God, really?
So the iRig is a connection that we have from our soundboard to our computer for getting our podcast onto YouTube in an easy way. I'm sure there's other ways we can go, different route we can go, especially with USB or whatever. But yeah, like the iRig, we've had. I always forget about it, and it just happens. So
Why do you unplug it?
because then I can have audio out of my speakers because it takes all the audio.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
It's an in and output. It basically acts as a headphone jack.
Right.
So it takes everything, and that's why we can't hear anything. So I think if we did like something via USB and figured out how to do the soundboard that way, we could do different things with the show as far as doing different audios, like showing different clips a little bit more. But I'd have to figure that out. So, anyways, so yeah, how was your week, Ben?
Well, I have an opener.
Yeah.
I just figured since it's 250, we could kind of tell how we started. We tend to do that every 50 shows or every anniversary or whatever. So
you know what I did, dude?
Give a quick recap.
I actually went back and listened to episode 50 and episode 100 of our shows, so I can get a little bit more of an idea. There's a lot of stuff I can go back on this and talk about when we go into this, talk about 250 episodes and us getting started and all that stuff. We do that on all of the on those shows, on those episodes as well. Which it was kind of crazy just how we wanted to do a show, but it never came to be. It took like 6 months for you to get it going.
I first brought it up to you in like November. Of
2015. Yeah.
15. And
holy cow!
It just to get an idea, and you were interested. Alex was hesitant. And then
I didn't know what the fuck a podcast was. I was like,
right?
"What's a podcast? Want to do a podcast, Alex? What's a podcast?"
And then it was April. In March, then I said, "All right, let's figure out what we need to do to get this rolling." And bought some equipment. Wasn't too much money.
I think it was like what $100 to get started.
These mics we've kept the whole time.
The mics were about 50 to 60.
Do you think
each.
we should upgrade one day?
I
don't know. I think these sound great. We've never had anybody complain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What was that? We watched that YouTube video, and these were like in the top 10 of best XLR mics. Yeah. The fact that it's both dual USB and XLR is what was positive.
Really, we've got our money's worth for these mics.
Absolutely,
yes, we did. Yeah, they've lasted 5 years
so far. Yeah. Oh my God, they're gonna go out now.
The sound or the what is it?
The soundboard.
No, that's
we
our
actually had to
second one.
replace
Remember, we had to replace
it.
We did. Yeah. So that lasted like.
You still owe me money, Brett.
3 years.
Oh, I totally forgot.
It's okay. We'll
it's
fine. We'll figure it out.
And then we just do it. We produce it all on my iPad, which I've had an iPad for years.
That iPad.
No, I think I've gotten new ones.
You have?
I think he's gotten new ones. Yeah.
And not for the podcast.
And then our mics came with these little dinky stands, and then we upgraded to these arms.
I actually looked at them the other day. They're
so tiny. Ones. They're little tiny tripods that we have to bend down to talk
ridiculous.
into.
Remember we had books.
We had books that we had to we had to stack them on DVDs to talk into them.
And then you were the first one to buy a boom.
I was the first one to buy a boom, but we also bought better of those types of mics, just stationary
mic stands.
Yeah.
Well, we got rid of these, and then didn't we try just the Yeti once?
No, that was
you kept the stand kind of while we went to booms for a long time, and you didn't want the boom.
I didn't need the boom because I was in the middle of a circular table.
Okay, but
now you like it.
Now I like my boom.
Yeah.
Boom. So it showed 250, but we've done more than 250 shows because of all the aftercasts
which we haven't done an aftercast in a while. I think we should.
Well, I think also your streaming schedule cuts into a lot of your free time.
Yeah,
so
tell me about it.
There's just not enough time in the day and not enough days in the week and so on.
I mean, I agree and disagree on that because we cut our time out if we need to.
But we always do it for a Star Wars movie. And we did them for all the Star Wars movies.
Right, exactly.
And we just, there hasn't, especially since the movies have been shut down, there's really hasn't been a reason to do one.
No. And I mean, you haven't watched all The Mandalorian.
No.
You kind of just you stopped on that. So we couldn't really do anything on that. And Obi-Wan, I just actually saw that there were actually people getting put on set on Obi-Wan. I saw some TikToks that shouldn't have gone out, I think, on set for Obi-Wan. They're actually doing
Yeah?
practical sets.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not doing like what the Mandalorian. Oh, they're using the Mandalorian
Mandalorian is
technology.
Practical and non-practical.
Right, they're doing both.
Yeah.
Right, and I love the way that technology works.
I like how they're doing it.
You can do sets made from an LED screen. Do you know about the technology of the Mandalorian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really cool.
It's just like the back screen is tracked with the camera, so and it looks like you're on set. It's pretty awesome how they're doing that kind of stuff. But anyways, like we got off track.
have not cared one iota about Obi-Wan.
Well,
Not that I won't go see it because it's a Star Wars movie.
did you hear about what? No, it's now just gonna be a show.
Well, whatever.
6-part episodes.
Oh, then I really don't care.
It might be told like the Justice League.
I don't remember. Did you watch Mandalorian?
No, he stopped after episode 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah. The Obi-Wan is gonna recast Ewan McGregor. Hayden Christensen is also gonna be in it. I don't remember who else. Those are the two that I know for sure that were like big names on it. But I'm sure there's other stars I'm forgetting about that are big. But anyways, back to our show. About us becoming a podcast. And by the way, these vintage T-shirts.
They are vintage. Look at
Who
has the best one? Huh?
Probably.
I know.
Brett.
Let me see yours.
Mine's falling apart.
Mine is too.
Mine's the worst.
They
man.
didn't hold up
I have
real well.
boobs.
No. Well,
Well,
I mean, they're
Mine stretches mine out.
they're
We got
4 years
'em.
old.
Yeah.
We got them for year 1.
Year one.
Alex put them on our chair.
Yeah, it was for episode. Yeah.
I think it's
You got a
52.
picture of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was
did.
pretty awesome.
That was a surprise.
But we
Um,
are in our 4th studio.
Yes, we are.
Well, we started off
On a dining room
on the
table.
dining room table, cluttered and everything.
Yeah,
Just like
I mean-
I think that's how most podcasts start, though.
I'm sure.
Everybody's dining room table.
Do you guys remember the first episode? Or not the first episode, but the trial that we did to see if it would record and sound like what would you do, Brett?
Well, that was a scream, but that wasn't.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember screaming?
I don't think so.
Ah!
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
hold
we
on,
were-
I'm gonna do a test.
Hold on, we're gonna do a test. And it was like the first thing we ever recorded. It was Brett going, ah, just into the mic,
I love
like
it.
out of nowhere.
We had I really wish we would have kept those hidden episodes.
Do you remember when we really wrote down everything we wanted to talk about?
I mean, I still kind of.
And we were like super scared about
Just,
not having anything. to
You
talk
were
about.
the one who was scared that we wouldn't have stuff to talk about.
No, I don't think so.
I think
There's
so.
still times we don't.
Josh, where's Layla Cam?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I don't have that on. That's my fault.
Layla, the word Layla's across
She's
her
blocked.
face.
She's blocked by her logo. Layla Cam right there. But anyways, yeah. So I'm going to talk about episode 50.
Yeah, okay.
Well, actually, here's a trivia piece. I'm sure you guys can answer this. This was a trivia piece.
Are
on
you quizzing our own
Yeah,
show?
I'm quizzing our own show. What was our first topic?
Of,
Brett should
of
know
episode
this.
50?
Episode 1.
Oh, I know. that.
Memes?
It was
No,
it was a
was
meme.
It was a meme. It was
Mhm.
about.
It was a
meme
tractor
that-
meme.
A tractor, and it said
Holy cow!
because dads that wear suits, something about they don't work hard or something.
No. Wow.
Oh wait, no, they don't. You don't bond.
Because memories aren't made
Memories aren't made. that's
Memories aren't made.
in front of a TV.
Yeah,
yeah.
It
yeah.
makes sense.
Problem with that.
So yeah, no, I was like, wow, you got that way wrong. But yeah, no, that was our first topic. But episode 50, here's some interesting stuff that we talked about. We talked about Chuck Berry's death.
Wow.
He died right when episode 50 was recorded. And we talked about Back to the Future. And Brett, you did not know about the Johnny B. Good song, the Marvin Berry Easter egg,
Yeah.
Oh,
prior
really?
to that episode.
Marvin Berry.
Yeah, you had your cousin
That was
Andrew told you that it was Chuck Berry's cousin.
That was a
Mhm.
funny. I think it's a fictitious.
You
It
know that new
absolutely is.
sound you're looking for?
Listen to this.
Um,
It's just funny.
Alex, you complained about our drug dealing neighbor so much that you couldn't wait to move into a house due to noisy neighbors.
And you know what? I like
That was episode 50.
I like that we don't deal with our drug dealing neighbors and that hopefully they're in jail now.
Right? Right?
I was so happy. I remember the night that the cops finally put his ass in the car. Like he finally was so drugged up, he was stupid enough to open the front door for once, and I was like, Josh, look outside, look what's happening.
I think this was what it was talking about where the K9 unit came out.
Yeah.
Yep, this is the one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, had you known 200 episodes later you'd be in a house.
Stress free, haha.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, bunch of noisy neighbors.
Different stresses.
Different stresses.
Yep. We got burned out on the Big Bang Theory. We were talking about the Big Bang Theory on episode 50,
Which
and
since then I have finished, and you guys
Yep.
haven't.
And we haven't.
uh,
I just don't know.
you
what to do.
complained, Brett, about 12 seasons of the Big Bang Theory.
I did.
You complained
I
about it.
still think it's a little
Way
too
too much. Yeah.
But after having watched it all, they did a pretty good job of keeping it interesting through 12 seasons.
Yeah. That's good enough for them to continue that on. Then episode 100 was our first time live. Now, speaking about live, we had a heck of a time getting our podcast going live for a while.
I think Jeff just talked
We're
about
going to talk
that.
about
I
that
know.
quote right
I wanna,
there.
I
that's
want
on
to
there.
talk about
So,
that.
first thing I want to say is our first time live was episode 100. And that was when
And we were terrified.
we did great. It was a great
But
episode.
what do we do
wasn't-
if we mess
I
up?
wasn't terrified, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
No.
you were hitting buttons
messed-
that
I
you
messed
didn't
up.
need to. It's okay, but we did the episode just fine. Now then we started getting into a groove of how we should have been doing it, and there was a time when I accidentally had us going live before I did a mic check, and so I couldn't figure out how to mute our mics. So
And Brett and I like to talk before we actually get on the
he was
podcast.
talking to
I was talking to
the animal.
Oh, that's right. You were talking to the little Layla or
but you
something.
two do talk a lot while
And you're
I'm
like,
trying to get set
You're
up.
like, because we're just supposed to be quiet before we start it.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's not the rule at all.
That was the rule.
Well, not anymore.
And then I just remember like, because you can still find that on
I think it's
on Facebook.
No, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a YouTube live.
No, it's on Facebook.
Anyways,
I'm 100% positive it's on Facebook.
It
It was before we were going live.
It wasn't a precast. It was a podcast. We only
And we
went live
went
on one
live.
show.
Yes, and we went live on platforms.
No.
Yes, 100%. Anyways, but the story goes
Alex
like
thinks she knows our history. Her memory.
we're not supposed to talk, and Brett's over here talking, like going, Layla. I'm like, you hear Josh go, Brett, shut up. Like just really, really quiet into the mic, and then
Not into the mic at all.
well, like
I wouldn't say it into the mic, but you hear it over the mic.
you hear Josh go, Brett, shut up, really quietly, and then Brett's like, Layla, Brett, shut the fuck up.
It was a real thing.
It's just like it was just like a very cool.
Now we go
clippable
live every
moment.
week. So, and I love our YouTube channel. It's great. So yeah, make sure you guys are subscribing to our channel. If you guys have not, make sure you're hitting that like button as well too. So
Peace
yeah,
out, man.
what do you guys want to say about our last 250 episodes? I mean, we've had a long.
I was talking to my dad the other day, and I
5
was telling him
years.
that it was 250 and that we were celebrating 5 years. And he's like, "Has it really been 5 years?" I'm like, "Man, has it
Yep.
really been 5 years?" I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, it has.
Yeah, 5 years of this
And
show.
I don't think I missed an episode until
It took
no,
a while.
It was before COVID. I remember I
Oh, it
missed
was,
one
yeah.
'cause I had vehicle issues.
There was a. I think there were 2 that you missed, and then we missed one when you and Andrew did one together.
Right.
And then you did one.
I did one with Dalen and Dylan.
Yeah.
I did 2, I think, with Dalen and
You
Dylan.
did 2.
Yeah, those are great too.
And
Those are awesome
Mm-hmm.
shows. And we did a couple, just Alex and I during COVID, and we've learned to adapt for every single situation if we needed to, if we wanted to do a show every single week. Some people take
did-
breaks, and we've been taking breaks every now and then too.
you
when we need
did. I think when I was out with my vehicle issues, you had Quentin on,
to. Mhm.
Mm.
and then you
Mhm.
also did an aftercast with Rob.
Oh
for Game
yeah,
of Thrones.
For Game of
Yeah.
Thrones, like our 3-hour podcast.
that was after it aired.
Yeah, we
was,
got done with the episode, didn't talk, and then got right on to talking about it, and that was after like what, a 2-hour finale,
It was like midnight already.
and then we got on and recorded till like 3 a.m.
It was great. I was
We couldn't
so
shut up
overtired.
about it.
Well, it's because it was the end of the entire series, and
Yeah.
that show is basically what probably Lord of the Rings is going to turn into. We'll
Mhm.
see. We'll see what that's going to be about when the Amazon adapts that, whatever they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I think it's. Are they doing like a completely different side story? Have you heard anything about Amazon's thing?
I have
No.
not.
No. Hmm.
They've talked about it, but I haven't read anything.
Yeah, because you did like. I just want to wait till if anything significant appears.
Yep.
Which I agree. I agree on that. So yeah, I mean it's been a great few years, guys. Roller coaster,
Mhm.
good and bad. So, anyways, anything you guys want to touch on before we move on to one of our next segments?
Yes.
What?
No, I know what I want to move on
Oh,
to.
okay. What?
never-ending story.
You want to talk about
It's
the
like stuck in my
never-ending
head. I
story.
just have it like in my head.
Movie Club movie of the week is The Never-Ending Story. Now, Alex, can you please tell me, first of all, why would you choose this
Oh my
movie?
god, that's
'Cause it's
what
a
I was gonna
classic.
ask you. That's
It's a
what I was gonna
classic.
ask her. I'm glad you asked.
It pretty much is a. I understand.
It is a classic.
I understand the classic.
I
behind
told
it.
you last week why I wanted to choose it.
1984, by the way.
I said I wanted an old kids classic movie. I wanted to go back to like the movies of I can't believe you've not seen this as, growing up kind of thing. Like everybody's seen this movie and like everyone has seen Neverending Story. But if you ask anybody right now in our age, oh man, when's the last time you watched Neverending Story? And they'd be going, I was like 10.
Yeah.
Like it's not one that you just keep watching, but it's one that was memorable enough to stay with you where you're like, oh yeah, that movie. And then it spawned more. I don't know how many more. I only watched 1 and 2. I think there's like 5 or something. Just like
I don't think so.
what's Land Before Time.
I don't think so.
There's 3 according to Patrick.
Never-ending Story.
So I was talking to Patrick about it.
Oh, I was like, are you talking to Patrick right now with that? There's 3? Oh. He was talking to us last night on stream. He said there's one with Jack Black in it, but I don't.
Yeah.
That's what he told me too.
Yep.
I think I've only seen
There's
1
3
and
of them.
2.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3?
Yep. So, here's the synopsis for those who have not seen this movie. Came out in 1984. A troubled boy dives into a wondrous fantasy world through the pages of a mysterious book.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
synopsis of it.
that's you can't exactly go into more detail than that.
This movie is boring as shit.
No, it's not. It's
As
exciting.
an adult, when?
The whole time.
Okay, can I have an
It's-
opinion?
it's a-
Let me have an
it's a-
opinion on this.
it's
Let me
an
have an opinion on this before
imagination.
you tear it down. You have to only imagine this movie being entertaining. Because I don't need a fever acid dream of liquid coming at me. Okay, I know what I'm seeing on the screen. I understand the camera tricks that they're doing. The camera cuts don't
Don't
make
be
sense.
an adult watching this film.
He is an adult watching the film.
Don't put your mind. All right, I will say.
Have you seen?
I've seen this as a child.
Yes. So as an adult.
And I want to keep it back there.
Yes. Okay. So here's the thing. I will say that there was about one or two times that I noticed I was like, I found myself trying to rip it apart, and I pulled myself out of that mentality because we're so used to watching these YouTube videos of people ripping things apart and pointing things out, like we just saw with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, them pulling that apart, and I'm going, oh my god, that was freaking stupid. But they did say on there, do you remember what it was like being 6 years old and being in the theater going, holy shit, my mind is blown? And like,
I do remember.
because it was the best movie at the time.
Okay. Back to this.
Back to what I was saying here.
I get it.
The only thing I'm going to point out that actually really annoyed me is they
Go
filmed pretty much the same scene as every single time the kid would he's just like, the Empress, and would look up and then look down and then go, the Sorceress.
This scene.
And then look down. Like, it would just go back to
Let's hear Brett.
That's the only thing that bugged me about it.
Brett, talk about this.
All right, Brett's time. Brett's never seen Never-Ending Story.
So, Alex, what did you think my reaction was going to be?
50-50.
I'm gonna sit back on this one.
I hated everything about this movie, and actually, I didn't.
You know what? I believe Tana's at work when I told her we were doing that. She says, I don't think he's gonna like it.
I was actually okay with it until the very first scene of him reading the book.
Why?
Because it's a kid getting bullied. I don't know. He goes and finds this book, and then sneaks into some abandoned attic in school.
Yeah.
And stays there for like 12 hours.
And then suddenly nobody
book.
cares about him.
Yeah. And then you get into
They're probably
this
searching for him. They just don't read
fantasy
that.
world, and I was immediately angry. And I'm like, why is she making me watch this crap movie that she knows I'm going to hate?
I'm listening.
I hated everything about this movie.
It was so bad.
I think it's a great movie.
It's terrible.
It's not a
Everything
good
about
movie.
it is terrible.
It's bad.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
It's boring.
I even watched it
The
this time, and
acting
Josh
is
was
terrible.
The acting is terrible. I agree. Alex, we're allowed to tear this apart.
know.
We are allowed to have this
I'm
opinion.
a 35-year-old man watching a 1984 kids movie
Mhm.
Yeah.
with no
You seen the Goonies?
no because you made me watch it.
Okay.
But you like the Goonies.
I think he liked
It
the
was
Goonies.
fine.
But it was a
not
better
anything I'm gonna
director.
watch
Well, I
anything
mean,
ever.
this was Wolfgang
It was Richard
Peterson.
Donner.
This
Alright.
was Wolfgang Peterson.
But Richard Donner has Goonies.
Maybe we should watch Neverending Story 2 for the
God
day.
no.
Please.
I refuse to watch that.
Alex,
What?
I understand this is a child nostalgia. Like, it's what you get out of it.
Yeah.
As adults,
Mhm.
how are you feeling while you were watching it?
I still liked it.
But you still saw the issues that we're having.
Like, it was an acid trip.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you.
The freaking Atreyu was the worst child actor I've ever seen in a movie.
Yes, I know it's bad acting, but you got to pull yourself into an inner child to watch this movie. It's all about imagination, and at the end they explain that.
The
Yeah.
stupid turtle
kids-
pissed me off.
Kids keep books
That
alive.
stupid
Kids keep
bat.
those
How does
things
a
alive.
bat fall asleep when he's flying?
I don't know.
And that rock guy. Ugh.
He
It's really,
likes
it's not good.
rocks.
It's not good. Alex, but you and
You know, and I think it's in I either have seen 2 or 3, or maybe I've seen all 3. But the rock guy is in one of the other ones, and he has a family, and he has a
Oh,
kid.
yay.
He has a baby.
Good for him.
good for him.
He's cute.
Oh.
I like it. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna like it. It's just one of those movies. It is also what I'll say as an adult, another one of those movies that it looked like that reminds me a lot of like Dark Crystal and The Labyrinth. How it's a darker kind of imaginative movie for kids. But what's this rated, by the way? Is it PG?
G, probably.
It's PG, I'm sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of gore in it, like blood and death and.
Yeah, but you can hardly understand what's happening.
What are you talking about?
It's
Like
PG.
I've seen that.
Josh was asking me questions, and I haven't seen this movie in probably 20 years. And Josh was asking me questions, and I'm like, I could explain it perfectly like I had seen it yesterday.
I know that a lot of people put, a really sad thing is when the horse dies. I'm like, the horse is on screen for like 2 minutes before he dies.
right?
I know
Right?
that was all right. So that was one thing I pointed.
Right.
I pointed out loud to Josh while we
You
were watching,
did.
and we got to the Swamp of Sadness, and I was like, oh wow, we're already at the part where he dies.
Yeah, you barely even understand the horse at all.
Like I just remember that being like a
Why is
little
the
bit
kid
more like
crying all of a sudden?
I
The
thought
kid
I
just met this thing.
I guess like as a child, like you don't realize the timing of it, but as an adult,
No.
you're like, oh, well, that went by fast. Like that. I didn't cry this time, but I
And
remember getting really sad
There's a
every
lot
time I
of
watched
camera
it.
cuts that don't make sense. I mean, it's just loud wind blowing, and it was. I'll say there was one part of the movie that I felt for it, and that's when the rock guy was talking to Atreyu
At the
that
end.
his friends died,
Yeah.
and I was like, that was a great scene.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that would redeem me from giving this a terrible rating. But I'm gonna give it a 5.
2.
Really?
Yeah.
Just for the nostalgia bump, a 7.
Yeah. You can't expect us to not think that this movie's
I think it's great.
gonna be pretty wrecked.
I just can't. You know, I'm trying to think like because we just saw our nephew yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I was his age or younger watching this, and I'm like, dang, I cannot imagine being his age and watching this because this is scary.
Yeah, it was
Like,
pretty
really scary.
I think the Dark Crystal is more entertaining. Like I think.
Dark Crystal, I think, is even more scary.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I think that's scary. Now, the Labyrinth is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Labyrinth is more puppets and non-death
Mm-hmm. Right.
and non-bloody stuff. It's really dark and weird, but it's
Anyways.
I don't know. I also was like every other girl and fell in love with David Bowie watching it. So.
And I hated that freaking dragon too. It's
Oh
so
yeah.
annoying.
But Josh was sitting there talking. He was like, if I have to hear him go, ha, I like Falcor. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I understand why he's beloved, but you watch him
You
today.
guys can rip this
He's
up.
a
I just
creepy
wanna,
guy.
I'll
Creepy.
sit and listen to you.
All right. Next week we're watching Godzilla vs Kong.
I'm ready for that.
Oh dang! I almost watched that last night.
I guess it wouldn't have mattered.
That's
'cause
gonna be my choice.
I
That
I
sounds
keep
good.
telling Josh I want to watch it.
Yep.
I've only heard one person say it was bad.
That's Patrick.
No.
Yeah.
I
Patrick
did.
Patrick did not like
he
it.
had issues with
Yeah.
it. He told me.
Oh well, then that's 2 people. Everyone else that I've seen on like Facebook or
Well, it did
at work has
record,
liked it.
record numbers for opening I don't remember what it said.
a post-pandemic. you know,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they it's got a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, so
That's not bad.
that's not bad at all. No.
And Patrick was telling me about it.
Oh, weren't the ratings on Neverending Story good?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like in the 80s?
They are. I have them.
That was like in the 80s.
Yep, 80 and 81.
Yep.
Doesn't matter which one's which because it really doesn't. Yeah, 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's make sure which one's which. Critics, it is. Audience is 93.
Wow.
Critics is 75. So, yeah, there must be something about this that's really good. Well, we watched all of the Godzillas and we watched the King Kong.
I totally forgot that there was Godzilla King of the
King of Monsters?
That
Yeah.
was what, 2019?
18, I think.
I think it was 19. Maybe it's 18. I don't know.
Anyways,
Doesn't really matter, but
King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now for you because I know it's 19.
Okay.
It was fine, that one.
Yeah.
We watched it. It's doesn't really does King of the Monsters really give you anything?
You know what? We
It's-
watched that
it's all the same
in like
universe, right?
we watched that in like 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
so it's hard for me to remember.
But I don't think.
I think it gives you more lore.
Yeah,
Really.
that's about it. Nothing really changes.
Yeah. Nothing changes. Nothing huge.
Godzilla's still a thing. And
Yeah.
I think it just brings you.
I think it really just shows you the power of Godzilla and the
connection to the Hollow Earth.
Yeah, the connections he has.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really the underlying story, I guess.
So yeah.
Not to change.
No, it's
the
good, we're done.
subject dramatically, but I'm still making my way through Mission Impossible, and I'm on 3,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to the really good part. So
Which one on 3?
I just got it to where they break Owen Davian out of custody.
Oh, you're on the
And
plane then?
now-
Because on the plane is one of my favorite scenes.
Which
When
part?
he's hanging him out.
No, it was after that.
Oh, when he's on the bridge.
Yes,
That's a
just-
good
just
scene,
at
too.
The bridge.
That's
the
an
bridge
intense
part,
scene.
so.
I love that scene. J.J. Abrams did a good job on that movie. But that explosion doesn't make sense when he flies into the car, if you think about it. It's a little
No,
weird.
and I assume the back windshield breaking is from the boom, not him hitting it.
The sonic boom.
Yes.
Right. So I think if you want, that could be our next trilogy.
Well,
Because Mission Impossible is great.
Mom suggested one.
I don't mind watching them because that's what I'm doing, but
Yeah.
I probably won't do any trivia for them just because I don't know them very well. And while we're talking about it, I did not do any trivia for Indiana Jones for 2 reasons.
That's okay. That's
Why?
okay.
For 2 reasons.
That's
Why?
okay.
One, for the majority of the week, I was watching Snyder Cut.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
And 2,
fine.
I'm instead, since I didn't get to devote any time to Indiana Jones, but instead of trivia for Indiana Jones, I did some either or.
I was gonna ask about that. Actually, I was gonna text you.
Wait. You just
Not Indiana Jones either or. Just
okay. The
regular
way
either
that
or.
you said that sentence, I was like, huh? I'm like, would you rather Indiana Jones would have done this?
Oh man,
instead
had I
of
known, I would have put
this?
the graphic on our OBS because I had it have it ready for Alex's millennial slang. So, what?
But no, it's fine.
What?
Nothing.
What do you want to do next?
I don't care.
Let's talk about the Snyder Cut.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's
Actually,
do that.
because Alex and I we were
Did you
gonna
watch it again?
We watched some of it. We watched the beginning part 1 and 2.
I think we got to 4 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we watched some of it, but
So-
we still watched the full.
Like I said, we just watched it a
We're
week
gonna
and a half
remember.
ago.
So this is going to be a little bit of a
On
spoiler
last week's
chat.
show, you said let's watch it again. That's why I asked.
Yeah, we're okay with talking about it.
Yeah.
We've seen it once already.
I did watch it.
Okay.
Good for you.
Thoughts?
What
What'd
do
you
you
think?
What do you think?
I think that you're gonna say, yeah, you loved it.
You watched it in parts, so I mean, it's made.
We watched it in parts.
And what I realized when I was watching it again is seeing it again. They've reintroduced every character every single time in every part as if you hadn't watched the previous part. Kind
Yep.
of. It kind of gives it like its own standalone. So watching it in parts is kind of what it's meant for. So I think that you liked it.
I did like it.
Mhm.
I think I liked it more than any single Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
that I've
I
seen.
think that we said it was in our top 3.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Very well
Um,
done.
Endgame was fantastic. Infinity War, I mean, those are great.
Now
Marvel
I
movies.
told you I really want Brett to watch the other one.
Oh, the original Justice
I really
League.
want him to be like, that was a piece of shit.
And you can understand why the Snyder
Because it
Cut-
really is.
My only problem is that it's so long.
It is long.
But it has to be, and I think that's what makes it so good is because of everything that they touch on.
Do you have any big gripes about it? Because I mean, some people are saying the slow mo was an issue, but I think it
needed to be in slow-mo. I think the
I didn't
slow-mo
even.
was awesome.
I never even thought, dang, another slow mo part. What is going on here?
No,
I like that they slowed down because you can it gives you a second to be able to look
take
at
the
things.
scene in.
Yeah, take the scene in.
I thought the guy that plays Barry, he's not well known, right?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
He reminds me of Justin Long.
The guy who plays Barry, he was in Harry Potter's the Fantastic Beasts. He was the kid who had the powers. Spoiler alert for Fantastic Beasts. He's the kid who has the powers at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I recognized him. I was
Mhm.
like, man, what's he from?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we would recognize him from. I'm sure some other things.
He looks and sounds like Justin Long.
He could be like his brother.
He could, yeah. Distant relative.
Did you like Cyborg?
Yeah, I didn't know that he had the ability to
Practically do everything.
Organic computer.
Yeah.
Basically.
So he had 10 minutes in the last film?
He was
dedicated to
That's
himself.
What I heard.
It was very little.
We got done with the film and I'm like, man, I really wanted to see more Cyborg, and it was like, and then it was just one thing after another. I was like, I hated this.
What I did think was interesting is on Earth, Steppenwolf is this badass, but to the galaxy,
he's just a puny
he's
little.
He's like the
shit.
redheaded stepchild.
Yeah,
this guy's
just
piece of crap.
Please let me back into the royal family.
Get the hell out of here, man! You better do this right, or
you still have another 10,000 worlds before you get back into this circle, bro.
And so I almost cheered out loud when Superman shows up.
And he's pretty much a badass.
He kicks the shit out of Steppenwolf.
Oh yeah,
and it's like it was nothing for him, which it wasn't.
Which we understand why all the mother boxes woke up, because Superman died.
Right.
So
yes,
it gave
because
you that whole perspective as,
well,
it's open, let's go, take out the Kryptonians.
So the second time we're watching it, you're picking up other things. And in one of the scenes where he's talking to Desaad the first time, where he summons him and says, I found one mother box. He's like, well, what about the other two? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, we shouldn't have an issue. There's
no Kryptonians.
There's no Kryptonians, and there's no
no lanterns.
Yeah.
Like the Green Lantern.
Yeah. So he's like, we shouldn't have an issue.
Yep.
So the moment he says that, I was like, oh. I was like, Easter egg.
Yeah. So and they did have a Green Lantern character in it at the back, story of Darkseid's downfall of Earth. So
yeah, and then I thought it was, of course, interesting to bring in the Martian Manhunter, which I know nothing about.
Same. Yeah.
So and that's the thing that I'm really sad about, is that he said we will not be doing any more side stories or these
the internet can change everything.
I know, that's
we've
what I'm
seen
saying.
It happen to Sonic. We've seen it happen to the Snyder Cut. We might see it for the Snyderverse.
Yes.
Possibly the David Ayers.
Yeah. Oh the cut of Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really want. That's why I said last time on the I think last week on the podcast, with the scene at the end with Joker and the end of the world kind of looking thing. I want to see what happens between the Snyder Cut and then how Lois
the whole
Lane
apocalypse
is
thing.
not here anymore and blah blah blah. I want to see that. That looks like a cool movie on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I mean, I will say, 4 hours long. I think it's worth the watch.
You did know, filming that scene with the Joker, they are not in the same scene together. They're in the same scene, but they are not filmed together, speaking to each other.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's because they added that scene later on.
Mm-hmm.
Zack Snyder filmed that with Jared
I thought they
Leto.
did pretty darn good for that.
I think it's interesting that Deathstroke shows up to in this scene of Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
He played it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that will be interesting. But then he's on the same team in the I can't say that word. Apocalyptic version.
Apocalyptic version.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
So there's something that happens there. I can't say his name.
What?
Joe.
Joe.
Manganella.
Oh yeah.
He can look badass, and he looks stupid with that goatee and haircut.
I mean,
as Deathstroke. That's just nitpicking.
Well, yeah, but you if you would see what they did to Deathstroke in the Justice League, what the original, they were setting up for something else entirely.
Yeah, they were.
So I mean, it gives him a little bit more of a badass, feel of just going after Batman instead of making, what was the other thing? It was the Not the anti-justice. It's like the anti-justice league.
Pretty
It's
much.
Like
I don't remember what's.
we're not Justice League nerds. We don't know the DC universe as well as Marvel, I
I
guess.
thought it was pretty predictable that Bruce was gonna buy back the farm from Martha, but I did like his line is I bought the bank.
Like, how did you get the house back? I bought the bank.
I thought that was hilarious. And you like Ben Affleck in this.
I did.
As
I
Batman.
did. I actually liked him, which I remember specifically saying in our episode where we reviewed the theatrical version. I was like, I hate Ben Affleck. Like, I hate him. Well, it's not him. It's just how they wanted to play the character. I wanted him to play the character, and I like how he plays it in this
Now I'm
movie.
upset about Robert Pattinson
I was
being the Batman. Now I don't know if I'm excited for that because I'm like,
I am. I still think it looks
that's not
amazing.
Zack Snyder's vision.
I don't care.
It's
It
not.
still looks awesome.
I was listening to last week's show and we were talking about Batman versus Superman, and you made the statement that this Batman is like a war machine Batman. I thought that is a great analogy because it's true.
He's got all the arsenal and
Yes.
guns because he's been doing it for how long, Alex? What's the
That's
the
Brett's
trivia?
question.
How long was Ben
When
Affleck?
he is talking to Aquaman at the beginning, how long has he been Batman?
20 years.
Mhm.
Damn it.
And I don't remember it from that scene. I remember it from when Gordon is like, why would he beat up bad guys for 20 years and then
Oh, they do mention it
I
twice.
guess they do mention
They do
it.
mention it, yeah. And I don't know how I feel about
I even
J.K.
wrote that
Simmons.
one down. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
but Brett's
I
not
agree.
gonna realize this one.
Simmons as Gordon is so weird.
I think he looked the part, but
I
I
don't.
can always ever just see him as J.J. Jameson.
Jameson. Yep.
And he's a great J.J. Jameson.
He's perfect. That's why they. Oh wait.
Pay for what? Standing there?
Have you seen any of the Spider-Mans? The new ones?
The new ones?
Homecoming and.
I've seen Homecoming.
Have you seen
not
No Way
the-
Home?
No.
That one.
That one's really good.
ends with J. Jonah Jameson
As
him
J.K. Simmons.
in the Bugle.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, J.K. Simmons as other way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would suggest seeing it because it really introduces something that would surprise you.
Parker. Hello, Parker. You're fired.
Yeah. Hello, you're fired.
Pay for what? Standing there?
You know, why don't we do the Spider-Man? That's a good trilogy. I think we could watch again. I'd like to watch those again.
Toby's.
Toby's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
Well,
Spider-Man.
That's the only trilogy of Spider-Man that's made right now. So.
Yes, I guess it is. Is Tom Holland in Civil War?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's his introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Which
It's
was
a pretty cool introduction too.
Oh, remember seeing that in the trailer?
Everyone's like, "Woo!"
Because Sony finally came to an agreement with Disney.
Yeah, that was like the really. We talk about that in like an old episode. Like we're like, and guess who's gonna be in it?
It's Spider-Man. Anyways, moving on from there. Unless you guys have anything else to say about the Justice League.
Nope.
I think
No,
it's
it's
great.
awesome.
Watch it. You want to talk about some April Fool's stuff real quick, and then we can go into our fan question.
Mhm.
Because April 1st was 5 days ago, 4.5 days ago, if you want to be real specific on that. Some of the internet stuff I saw was actually really interesting here. Let me turn on my mouse here. Hopefully it works. Hello, where you at? Uh-oh. One sec.
Uh-oh. Did it die?
Maybe.
Did you mess it up? What'd you do? All right, Brett. April Fool's ever pulled in?
I don't think so.
You ever had?
I
one
honestly
pulled on
don't. I don't like April Fools. I think it's stupid.
you? I think
But-
it's more of a
and
kid
I don't
thing.
think I've had any pulled on me, but I'm sure I probably have in the last 35 years, because that's how old I am.
Really? Now that you say that, that's we've known you for a really long time.
Yep.
You've never done one?
I don't think so.
Really?
Not significant enough to remember what it was.
Oh, did you see what Razer did, though? This is one thing I wanted to pull up real quick. Why is this being a piece of shit all of a sudden? This mouse. It was working before. But
Rub your
anyway.
I
hands
have
together.
a-
Friction.
I have a keyboard like that you can have if yours
I don't know
fails.
why it's being that way. It was working just fine yesterday. But yeah, this is the Razer. They did the Razer Rapunzel, which was a chroma hair dye. This is an ad that they did saying, hey, because you know how Razer is all about the webcam and keyboard and gaming stuff.
Yeah.
So they did one about changing your hair color. That was pretty cool. Alex, you can probably go ape shit over that.
I would love to get my hair colored like that.
Yeah, like a
It
rainbow.
just the upkeep on that many colors is
But this
extremely difficult.
dyes your hair digitally
Oh, digitally.
while you're on camera.
Snapchat already does that.
Well, this is an April Fool's thing. you can change. They're saying like you can change it and stuff, like change your hair.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. I thought that was gonna be a cooler.
I mean, it's
Fuck
cool,
me, right?
But I'm just saying, like, all I have to do is get on Snapchat, and then my hair's pink and purple.
I thought that would be a cool thing to show you, but I guess not.
Yeah, your mouse sucks, man.
I'll be right back. Have you ever done
Again?
April Fools, Alex?
Have I ever done an April Fool's? I've been more of the victim of April
Well,
Fools.
You know what would have been a great April Fool's on you? Is when Rick said, "You guys hear that 747 flying over your house right now?"
Oh my god!
And you lifted your ear.
I did.
Your
I
headphone
did.
to hear.
I sure did. And I even sat there for a second to listen. Even Josh was like, "Oh really? Oh wait, you mean?" Like he even kind of fell for it in that video for like half a second, while I'm over here like, "Huh?"
Well, Rick was very nonchalant.
He was very convincing about the whole joke. But I mean, I've had more like on actual April Fool's Day, it's very difficult to remember because I think it's been quite a long time. But I think if you're talking about pulling pranks, I think one of the biggest or scarier pranks that we've talked about before on the podcast ended up being my sister after we had watched the first original It. My sister and my brother got together and pulled a prank on me where they brought a red balloon after the. No, I said if we're talking about pranks because I can't remember. And I just told you if you weren't listening to me.
I was listening to you. I heard you.
Well, maybe I'll just stop talking.
No, I heard you.
Okay. I don't remember one specifically on April Fool's, so I thought I'd share this one.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. She's mad.
There was a red balloon outside your apartment.
There was a red balloon outside my apartment with a note stuck to it, and it was right after we had done the podcast, and I freaked out a little bit about it because looked around, I didn't see anybody, and then of course, like the next day, it was like a couple days in a row, there was a balloon, or not a balloon, but I think it was like a note or something on my. No, there was a balloon every single time. There was a red balloon attached to something that was inside of my mailbox. And then the last one I remember was a balloon. I came downstairs in the living room, I believe. And then there was one in the living room. And I was like, all right, that's it. What the hell's going on? And it was freaking me out. And then eventually I had just I was afraid I had like a stalker or something because I had issues with that a long time ago. So I took it more seriously than I should have, and then ended up texting people. I'm like, all right, guys, someone's out to, mess with me, whatever. And then my sister came clean and told me it was her. So I still have yet to get back.
Should have been
to
your first
her.
guess.
Get her back. There you go, Alex.
Is that what I?
Yep.
Yes. That's probably the biggest prank that I've had pulled on me.
I told my streamer I was retiring.
On Monday?
And it worked.
Really?
When I it was on April Fool's Day on Thursday. And it worked. Yeah, they were. Someone dropped in and said, because my announcement was I'm retiring from streaming, and my stream title said, "Ha, April Fools," and someone hopped in and it was Brig. He's like, "Dude, I was gonna get my wallet out, start sending you
Why
subs."
would he do that?
Donations.
Just donations to keep
that's because he
help
was
you
like,
keep
"Is it about
streaming."
funds?
Oh,
What is it?"
To prevent you from retiring.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep me going.
He's apparently Bruce Wayne right now.
So yeah, it was.
I bought Josh's channel.
I bought the bank.
Bought the bank.
So that was one of the most recent times. But everyone always does those stupid like, oh, prank or whatever. Oh, we have no school or whatever. That's what I was gonna pull up here was the other one. Actually, I just turned this off. Why do I do that to myself? Was the meme that I brought out actually kind of late today because I was really busy doing everything else that I needed to do. So yeah, kid, I did a meme of like you've seen the Robert Downey Jr. like holding his chest just like as if he had a heart attack or whatever. It's kind of a trolling meme. So yeah, the meme of the day was have you ever attempted an April Fool's joke successfully? And do you have anything on social media, Alex?
Yes, I've got a
responses? What do we got?
I have got I've got Woo Long Talks podcast. They don't have an actual story, but they say, I've never been the jokester. I've always been the victim.
Like what you said.
Just like what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Fickle Fanboy podcast, which I got to ask them a question after we read this because I'm intrigued now. Because here, I'll just read it.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, the question is, have you ever attempted an April Fool's joke successfully? They replied, yes. On a completely unrelated note, question mark. There are now a select number of states that I'm no longer allowed to visit without supervision.
I hope they're joking.
And then I did not get any more of a response. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to have to know a little bit more about this story.
They did a joke and they're not allowed.
They're apparently not allowed back in a selected number of states.
I love it.
So yeah, we'll have to get some more deeper answer on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I have as far as social media goes.
Yeah, it was a good April Fool's thing. There's a couple things that went on the internet that I was also going to get to that went around. The Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness script leaked, quote unquote. It implied that Evil Dead's Ash meets Doctor Strange. Cartoon Network did a couple of things. They did Adult Swim Junior.
I actually clicked on that. I was like, ooh, that's cool.
Rick and Morty Babies.
And the Rick and Morty Babies. I got excited about that. I was like, oh, sure, anything Rick and Morty. Click,
so
damn it.
They mentioned Harvey Birdman, so that means that people, they still, like, that's still in, like, the light. They said Harvey Birdman, Junior Associate.
Junior associate at all.
Yep, so I was like, oh, man, so they're at least...
I would actually like...
They haven't thought of Harvey Birdman in a long time. They stopped that show a while back.
I love the Harvey Birdman.
I do. I love watching Harvey Birdman.
Yeah.
Birdman kick my ass. That's the theme song.
What
the theme song to Harvey Birdman.
Attorney at Law?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
The hell it isn't.
The hell it is.
The hell it is.
Oh my God.
It goes, who is the man in the suit?
Oh, this is, I think it's the
Who is the cat with the beard?
No, I know what it is. It's the on the menu of the DVD.
Oh.
So is that song?
That's not.
I was like, Josh and I watch Harvey Birdman like quite a bit.
I used to have the DVDs.
We have it on streaming.
We just stream it.
Cartoon Network also had cat tunes. They had cats dressed up in Cartoon Network.
I didn't see that one.
Different sweaters. And then Alex, you'll like this one. WeRateDogs.com confirmed the first ever silver retriever.
Ha! Ha! I love that one. It confirmed the first ever silver retriever. You're funny. You're funny.
Isn't that great?
It's called a mutt.
But if you got a dog that was automatically silver, but if it was the same size as a golden retriever,
it's a mutt.
Wouldn't that be interesting? No, everything else is the same as a golden retriever, but the
if it was
hair
silver?
color is silver.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be pretty.
A silver retriever? Mm-hmm. Interesting,
yeah,
huh?
It would be pretty, but
no, someone's gonna do that.
Yeah, they're gonna genetically make everything bad.
They already have with dogs.
Yeah, with the bulldog.
So, Brett, I want to bring up.
Fucking breathe.
I want to bring up the Series X refrigerator.
Oh, good, because I want to talk about that.
The what?
Oh, good. Alex doesn't know what we're talking about.
I don't know about the Series X refrigerator.
It was a meme. It was a joke.
I thought it was a Twitter poll.
It was yeah, it was, but it was a joke actually. They weren't really gonna do it.
Damn it, Josh.
I want one.
We're gonna get one probably.
But it's a mini fridge, right?
It's huge.
Oh my God, is that an actual fridge?
That's a fridge.
That's adorable. I want it.
Mm-hmm. So that
I want it.
That doesn't appear to be a mini fridge.
No, that looks like a standard size fridge.
It says mini fridge, but it
that
doesn't
is not
look
mini
to me.
That is not
from
mini.
What I've seen actually from when they opened it, it's I think it's thinner than an actual fridge, and I think it's a little bit shorter. So it's gonna still be considered a mini fridge, but it's gonna be like the size of a door.
And I think
that'd be a really cool like gamer fridge. Like we keep it up here for all of our snacks and juice boxes.
Juice boxes? Really?
Our Capri Suns.
What?
Oh, I would totally fill that up with Capri Suns.
Soda. So, in all seriousness, they're not going to mass produce this, which means they're going to be just as, and I said this in our group chat, they're going to be just as hard to get as a freaking regular Series X.
But, it's still capable of doing it. If you think you can find it,
That's adorable, though. I would totally buy that.
I think
they
need to keep us informed of where,
how
it's probably going to be ridiculously expensive.
How much do you think it's going to be?
If it's a full-size fridge, it's probably going to be $1,000. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
If
if it's
it's
a
a-
full size fridge.
if it's a-
full size.
If it's a mini fridge, probably
If-
a couple hundred.
It's like a
If
3/4
it's
fridge.
taller than 3 or 4 feet, then it's a full size fridge.
Mhm.
And I would say that
couple hundred.
it would be pretty close to the price of the
I'd say-
actual
I'd say-
Series X.
I bet you it's not. I bet you it's. I bet you
It's not under $300.
I bet you it's about 600.
Yeah, I
Would
can see
you
that.
Would you spend 600 on it?
Well, I don't know because if it's a full again, if it's got to go in my kitchen, then probably not because I don't think my apartment complex would let me replace the appliance.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
I guess I've never really tried to replace. I've never had a fridge go out.
I mean,
before.
but you could just say, "Hey, I'm unplugging the fridge and I'm replacing it with this fridge," and you guys just don't have to worry about me upkeeping this fridge.
Yeah, and my fridge is kind of crappy anyway.
Well, yeah, usually apartment ones are.
Yeah, I mean mine's old and it's just. I mean it works, but
Yeah. What do you guys want to move on to? We got a couple of things segment wise. We got millennial slang. We got either or to get to.
better do the slang.
You want to do the
Millennial
slang?
slang? Alex does
And
millennial
we'll
slang.
close out with either or. Eh?
Yeah.
A?
A. So with this, I was able to get some text up for us, so we can actually enter in text for what the word is.
Okay.
And
That says enter word.
well, yeah, because I
Do
want.
they see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll see
Can't
that.
Can't you delete that?
Well, yeah.
Well, he's going to.
Let's go. Let's just put an H there then. To help. So a spot for it, so I know where it's at.
All right. So,
What's
haven't
the
done
first
millennial
word?
slang in a while. I'm not going to tell you yet.
Oh,
Haven't done millennial slang in a while, but I might have to end up changing the name of it now because we millennials are actually getting more of the millennial label, and it's actually it's Gen Z. So this is more Gen Z slang, is what I'm looking up. It's not millennial slang at all.
okay.
So I really have to change the name
Do you
of
want to
it.
change it now?
Z slang.
Z
Time,
slang?
time for some Z slang. I
Well,
don't
then,
know.
Slang.
Slang.
There goes that graphic.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do some slang. I don't know.
Z-slang.
Z slang.
Gen Z slang.
Gen Z slang. So it's not millennial slang.
Gen Z
anymore.
slang.
So, but anyway, so I look up some of these
That works.
newer slang words that
So,
the younger generation
that.
are using that they most likely have no idea what it is, and I quiz the boys on what it is,
Mhm.
and we have some fun, and you can play along too.
Okay.
Okay, so first word. Josh already knows what this is, so he's not allowed to answer. So it's actually for Brett,
Oh,
but
well,
it's a very popular
Okay.
word right now.
what is it, Alex?
A simp. SIMP.
A simpleton.
Can you elaborate?
Someone who is simple. So the old time word was, that person's a simpleton. But a simp is just someone who's simple.
No.
No.
Dumb.
Josh.
It means for someone to be very, very attracted to somebody to the point where you'll do anything for them.
Yes.
I don't
So
recognize the
okay.
correlation.
a simp is someone who subservient to someone else. Most often a male who wants to impress a woman or a woman in general and therefore does anything for them, putting anything else second. While it originally referred to only males, it's also been seen being used across genders as of lately.
Well, yeah.
So simp.
Okay.
And that is actually banned on Twitch.
It is banned on Twitch.
Wow.
Not allowed to use it.
You can't say that. You
Not
can't
allowed.
say virgin.
Nope.
You
What?
can't say.
There's a bunch of no words you can't say.
Huh? And as far as like calling somebody that
Mm.
and making fun of them in that point, and I was doing that for a little bit.
Can you use profanity?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be
makes total
streaming if I
sense.
couldn't use profanity.
Well, Alex started
That makes total
without
sense.
for a couple
I
of
was
months.
trying to, and it just wasn't myself.
You're like, fuck it.
Okay, next word. VID.
Is this an
Nope.
acronym?
No, it's not.
Vid.
So
Vid.
just the word vid.
Vid or the vid.
That means
Videos on social media platforms.
Yeah. There you go.
Josh?
Agree.
No.
No.
Far from it.
Oh shoot! It's not anything about a video.
No.
What?
No.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. This is one that I was like, oh, okay.
What is it?
It's really not as bad as you think it is. You
Okay.
just take another guess.
That's all I got.
The vid.
The fifth identification you need. I was going with 5 as the Roman numeral.
She's got the vid.
VD.
Oh, you talking about
No!
venereal disease?
All right.
You said she's got the vid.
Yeah, don't do that.
You and I had the vid in January.
COVID.
Yeah,
Oh.
the vid.
That's
It's
dumb.
also known as the Rona or the vid. So,
Interesting.
Well, its first nickname was coronavirus.
yes.
COVID.
And it was just Corona,
COVID.
and then Rona.
COVID.
And
only
people like Corona disappeared. Nobody called it that.
So it's
And
just
then it's just COVID.
it's just a humorous way of saying COVID-19. The Rona or the vid.
I've got one. If you
Okay.
guys want to do it.
Sure. Oh, is this the one you told me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, I do because I like it.
I'll type it out and then I'll say it.
Okay.
Vaxhole.
Oh, I know.
Of course you know what this one
I'm
is.
gonna guess these are anti-vaxxers that are assholes, so they're vaxholes.
You're close.
Is it
You're
the
close.
is it the 180?
It's a person who brags about getting the vaccine before anybody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't be a vaxhole.
Yeah.
Kind of keeps you from being. Stay humble about your ability to get the vaccine.
I would
or
offer.
whether or not
Who
you did it.
cares if you get vaccinated?
Right.
You know?
I mean, at this point, it's like, if you get it,
Good
you
for
get it.
you.
If you don't, you don't. I mean, hopefully we don't make a thing out of this.
Yeah, I did. You know what? I did read it.
I'm scared it will become a thing.
I read a thing today that because Indiana's lifting the mask mandate, so at work somebody posted on the break room door, even though Indiana's lifting the mask mandate, Walmart will still be requiring associates to wear masks. I'm like, big surprise.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. When's that lift? Tomorrow?
April 6th.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Which
Here we
means
go.
we can go to
Buckle
a
up.
restaurant and not have to wear a mask.
Yeah, but we're going tonight.
Yes, we are.
I'm excited.
Mutuals.
Is that how you spell it?
Yep.
Mutuals.
Mutuals.
Okay. I should move this.
So,
Yeah. I'm thinking too.
What is mutuals as a Gen Z slang term?
Well, I'd say it would be.
It crops
like,
up on a lot of social
We,
media.
I agree with this person, so we're mutuals.
That works.
It's not as difficult as you think it.
Typical or difficult?
Brett and I are no.
You have the same interests. There you go. Boom. You're mutual.
No.
Well, I was kind of.
No, I said it's okay. No. See this on social media all the time. What is it?
We're friends.
People who have had their friends for long periods of time.
All right, here I'm just gonna say it's really not as.
Oh my
hard
God,
as
that's
it
what a
is.
mutual friend is.
If two people are following each other on social media, they're considered a mutual.
That's what Brett has.
So whether it be on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, whatever your social media fix of choice, you have been brought together through
No,
their
see-
shared link of friends.
Get this, Josh. You can be mutuals with somebody but not like them and not be friends with them, but because you follow each other, you're mutuals.
Okay, that's different. That's
Okay.
different. I get it. Thank you. Yes. Okay.
All right, here's a new one.
Okay.
Sleeping on.
That's not it at all.
Skioping on.
hey, this is a different keyboard.
Sleeping.
You want to type this out?
Sleeping. I will. Sleeping on.
You will?
What does sleeping on mean?
You want to do it?
No, do it.
I would say that
I think I might know what this is, and I just need a way of.
I would say that you ignore notifications and pretend you're sleeping.
Okay, I'm gonna say that it is to pass on it, to not be a part of it. To sleep on it.
Josh is the closest.
To put it in a sentence, basically the way I think it is.
Put it in.
I'm gonna don't sleep on this. It's a big deal. Don't pass up on it. Make sure that you do this.
No, I'm sleeping
You're
on.
still heading in the right
I got
direction.
it. I'm sleeping on Kong versus Godzilla. As in, I'm skipping it.
But you're not anymore.
Well, I'm not. I was just
all
gonna
right,
say.
all right, you guys are going the other way now. All right.
wasn't.
Now, here it is. Okay, so when you're not paying enough attention to something or someone, you're said to be sleeping on them. This can be used for anything from a talented celebrity to a curtain or a brand of chocolate. For example, dude, why is everybody sleeping on sriracha cookie dough? That stuff is the best.
Yep.
That sounds terrible.
Like, why? Don't pass.
get it.
Like, and you guys were in the right
was there.
direction,
I was
but it
there.
was not.
I was 180'd.
Yeah, you just kind of. I got a couple more.
Okay.
CEO of. Yep, there you go. That's exactly it. CEO of.
In charge of. The
Yeah,
person who's
I mean,
the leader.
yes. Of stupid, or not stupid,
Okay,
but of
use-
insignificant stuff.
Like
Josh-
Alex, you'd be the CEO of your stream. In
Okay.
charge
I'm the
of every-
CEO of my car.
There you go.
Yes.
Owner.
I'm the CEO of my apartment.
All right, you're in the right direction.
What is it?
Essentially something that you're very good at, hence of making you the CEO of it. Not something you own.
I'm the CEO of trivia.
Exactly. That's what that. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's what it means. So
There you
if
go.
a person filled a shoe full of baked beans, they might be the CEO of putting baked beans into shoes.
It's very
That's
specific.
extremely specific.
Like that's.
I mean, that's what they're good at,
You can
That's
just
what they're
make
good
up
at.
anything, then.
right?
Because nobody
Um,
ever put baked beans in a shoe before.
I read this one and I thought I had not heard this.
I wouldn't
before.
put baked beans in a shoe either.
Hits different.
Oh, that's a new one?
Yes.
Hits different.
Hits
is
different.
like I like Code Red Mountain Dew because it hits different than regular Mountain Dew. It's better.
Close, I think. The way I think it's supposed to be is
It
more
tastes
nostalgic.
better. It's
I want to say it basically brings you to a
different, better feeling.
different, yeah.
Or it could go the other way. I mean,
It could be a bad feeling because you
I
could be
don't
like,
I don't like Diet Coke because it hits way different than regular Coke.
you're in a,
Okay, I think I'll just give it to Brett.
yeah.
If something, be it an emotion, a song, food, etc., hits you in a better way or a new way, it hits different. For example, if you hear the same song before and after heartbreak, it might hit different the second time.
I don't think it should be exclusive to better. It could be worse.
It could, yeah, but just saying it hits differently the second time, or just, oh man, this hits different.
So
I kind of like that one.
the Snyder cut hits different from the theatrical.
There you
cut.
go, perfect.
Yes, it
All right,
does.
I've got two more for you.
Okay.
Big, mad.
I know this one.
Big mad.
This isn't fair. I know this one.
Well, I mean, by definition, it just means you're really angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I'm big mad.
Yes, I'm big mad. So
I say it on stream all the time.
this is another way of saying that you're extremely mad about something. More like it's more of a teen's way of a light way a teen would say that
Okay.
they're really pissed off at
Honestly,
something.
I fall back to pissed off because I think it gets your point across.
Well, exactly, but I'm saying like this is more like teen lingo, like younger. Like I'm big mad about that test tomorrow.
I'm big mad about that belch. Okay, Alex, I'm gonna let you one minute. I have another one.
You do?
And I don't want to take it away from you if it's yours, so I want to see if you have
What?
another one first.
I do.
But okay, big brain time.
Big brain time?
Big
Mhm.
brain.
That
time.
makes me think of a large scrotum.
No, it's not that.
This
You
is
know, because hanging brain.
see. I thought that this meant a completely different thing.
Yeah,
than
and you
what it
told
really
me this
was.
on my show.
So Alex doesn't remember what it is.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Because I'm going to tell you that I think it's. Isn't it the complete opposite of what I think it is? Which I'm
'Cause
being
we would
stupid.
we would use it sarcastically.
Yeah,
Now,
they were
Brett.
using it on my stream, and I'm like, oh, like I was being smart, and they're like, no, you're really being stupid.
So big brain time
I
means
mean, like big forehead.
means for you to do an actual intelligent move, not to be sarcastic about it.
Oh.
Say it's big brain time, and then you do something awesome.
So you like.
Oh, I
when
thought it was the opposite.
So like
Oh.
when I say
Forehead's being idiotic.
when you say head cheese and I say Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Big brain time. It's a five. Oh well, then the yeah. What's the other one, Alex?
The last one,
Yeah.
diamond hands.
Sounds like something from Solar Opposites. He's got a case of diamond hands.
I would say that they're wearing a lot of rings.
No.
with Bling.
Ooh.
No.
I would say.
Or painted nails.
Oh,
Fresh-
painted nails.
Fresh painted
I was gonna say
nails.
painted nails.
It's not about
Sparkly.
it's really not about your hands.
Is
I
it
don't
your
know that.
abilities? Then.
No.
Okay. Diamond hands. I have no idea. I really don't. This is the last one of the.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I don't know. Can you use it in a sentence?
No, because you'll get it then.
Is it a gamer term?
No.
Oh.
Say it. Gosh darn it.
Okay, so diamond hands refers to the state of hanging onto a situation that carries extreme financial risk. For example, even though it was risky, my boyfriend has diamond hands. He held on to his Bitcoin investment until he made back $25K. Like, meaning you have good luck. You have like it's risky, but like so like Rick has diamond hands. Like Rick's
because he gambles?
Yes, because he gambles. Like he's like Uncle Lance. He's got diamond hands. Like he's just he has good luck with his money. Like he's
I don't like that one.
I don't either.
I don't know. I thought that one was like the only other one that I had.
No, we're done now.
No, the only other one I had is called all the blank.
What?
We use it all the time. You can put anything in the blank, but we use it. You and I, like when we talk.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Like all the feels.
Okay. Like you're having it all at once? Like
yeah, I didn't want you guys to guess this one.
That's not really one at all.
Yeah.
Well, it's called all the. Like, it's just so if they use different things. So, like, all the feels, all the excitement, all the sadness. Just saying all the, like, instead of just saying, oh, I'm really sad. Just like, oh, all the sadness.
Okay. That's kind of just as dumb as diamond hands.
Yeah, it is.
Gen Z slang, everybody. That's no longer millennial slang.
No longer. It's going to be Gen Z
5
slang.
years in, we're switching the generation.
Yep, we're going to have to because millennials are getting noticed as millennials now. Like,
well, they have
like, all right, how about this? Gen Z is noticing that they are what we were defining as millennials. Yes. How about that? Yep. So they took over their own category and put us back to where we needed to be.
Yep, so I have to change that. And
yes, it's not millennial slang anymore.
Now introducing Gen Z slang.
Gen Z slang.
All right.
Episode 250.
Episode 250.
All right, Brett, what do we got?
What do we got, Brett?
So either or is a thing I came up with by accident. It's either two very different things or two very similar things. You got to pick one and why. Could be anything. A lot of it centers around food.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. And some of these might be repeats, but we haven't done this in a long time.
I can't tell the last time
I don't think we've done it in this studio.
No, we haven't. I thought we didn't do it with Patrick, did we?
No.
Because it was right when we got here.
Yeah.
In the studio.
At least,
so.
Maybe we did. I don't know. Okay. Milk or OJ for drinking?
Orange juice.
Milk.
Now, if you would have said like chocolate milk versus OJ, I would have said chocolate milk. But just plain milk, no, OJ.
I think so too. OJ.
Like if you're talking like for breakfast, no, I cannot just do straight milk. I have to have it with something. Like orange juice, I can drink straight.
I can do milk any time of the day, from the heavy Midwest up here.
1% or 2% or whole milk.
I don't care.
Milk.
As long as it's not skim.
Drinking the milk, 2%.
I agree.
Using the milk and other things, I do almond milk.
Almond milk has been a really nice.
It's really
replacement for cereal for us.
Yeah, like cereal. Oh my god, it's great in cereal and shakes. It's really good in those. Yeah. It took like probably a good few days to get used to it because it's very light.
Yeah,
but
it's almost as if a water milk.
Yeah, it's almost like it's almost like skim, but it has a really good taste to it. Versus skim milk just tastes like you put water in your milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over-the-ear headphones or earbuds?
Headphones.
I think it depends on what I'm doing.
Well, I don't have a hairstyle, so.
Right.
No, I'm purely going off of comfort.
So most of the time I'm using AirPods. The only time I use over-the-ear headphones is for this show, but I didn't today because it flattens out a part of my hair, and we're going out afterwards.
Yes, we are.
So
we're celebrating afterwards.
Just because of the.
I need to put some jeans on, I guess.
Yeah, you need to be
I need a match.
presentable.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're hidden behind Layla's cam here. You still can't even see you're wearing pajama pants.
I have socks on.
So I think because of the frequency that I use AirPods, I'd go with earbuds.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you go to the gym, you're not going to. Well, some people do.
I've seen people do
I
both.
don't.
I've tried in the gym, I do buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried.
I did buds at the.
Like it.
I don't want to sweat on this.
Exactly.
I understand that, but I just comfort. I have really tiny ear holes.
We have tiny ear hole buds.
I know, but
the ones with the replacements?
I know, but I can't find some that actually
fit
that well into my ears.
I have a really small one. I do. I'll let you try it.
Are you talking about the black ones?
No, they're white and black.
Okay.
Yeah. They're iFrogs is what they're called.
Okay, well I
think
thought
she's
that.
snoring.
Yeah, Layla's.
Shut up.
Oh my!
Lil.
Did you see her? She's
My
like
stomach.
hanging out of the bed
Well,
or
you
the
snoring.
bag. She's hanging out of the bag.
She's hanging out
the bed.
Well, you can see her fully in cam. It's pretty awesome.
All right. Ice water or room temp water?
Room temp.
Room temp.
Nice.
Wow. My teeth are sensitive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
You know me and
Don't let it touch
cold
your
liquids.
teeth.
I don't like cold liquids.
garbage teeth. Well, Alex likes room temperature
I like
soda.
room temperature everything.
I know. It's bad.
It's disgusting.
That I can't do.
It's colder
No
than
way.
body temperature. It's fine.
No, it ain't.
Not by
fine.
much.
It ain't.
I don't like cold anything. Oh, she's stretched. She's having a rough day.
All right. Whiteboard or chalkboard?
Whiteboard.
Whiteboard.
Gosh.
Fuck a chalkboard, man. My God, I'm like drooling in my mouth right now. Just
Why?
hearing. Let's move on. Hearing
The
the chalk.
squeak?
Yeah. Stop!
Yeah, no.
No. Don't like chalk.
Well, you gave your nephew chalk for Easter.
I know I did, but that's on the sidewalk.
Sidewalk
That's different.
chalk is different.
That's way different. No. Move on. Next.
Still scrapes different.
So, depending on the situation, desktop or laptop?
Desktop.
Desktop.
What if you're in front of the TV?
Desktop.
I'll put a
How?
desktop on the TV.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
This
not in
allows
my
it.
situation.
This allows it.
I'm calling the shots.
Desktop.
I'm saying you can't hook up a
You can.
TV.
Brett's
or
the
a
CEO of
desktop.
either or. Okay.
You can't hook your desktop to the TV.
Yes, you can.
I'm saying for this situation, you can't.
Desktop.
How would you do it? And
What?
don't say hook it up to the TV.
What the hell are you saying?
What are you saying, Brett?
I'm saying you're watching TV.
Uh-huh.
You can't hook your desktop up to it to use it as a monitor. So how are you going to do a desktop?
Why can't you do that?
Yeah.
Because I
Why?
said you can't.
Well,
It's
then
the
I'm just not gonna watch
situation.
it.
What the hell is a laptop for then?
Yeah.
You're casually browsing. Maybe you're shopping online while something is playing.
Fuck that.
That was
Desktop.
my phone.
Yeah.
Ha. I don't think you're understanding me.
No, I'm
Desktop,
not.
bro.
I am.
All right,
setting
audience.
up
Is
a
anybody else
very
getting what Brett's trying to
specific
say?
situation?
You can
here.
plug your No, a desktop only. Desktop
Yes,
only.
I
will
agree.
And
only.
how will you display it?
On
On my desk.
Oh my God, you guys! Am I speaking Chinese?
Yes.
You cannot use the TV that you're watching
Why
as
not?
the monitor because I'm making it the rule for this either or.
Then I'll put another screen in front of me. I'll take something off that then. Put it in front of me if you want it that way. I'll have a separate TV screen if I want to watch TV and a computer at the same time. I don't do that.
That's all I needed to know.
You know what I do?
Somehow it's better than a laptop.
I have a 4-screen setup. I don't need a goddamn TV. I don't need to. I'll sit at that fucking thing and downstairs in my living room.
I don't get that, but okay.
Why? Why? It's more comfortable to sit there than on a couch.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I prefer a
Why did you buy a couch?
to lounge
For
on.
everybody else, I'm not. You want me to buy 8,000 Titans around the room and
I'm
just have
just
everybody?
saying. You said you'd rather sit there than on a couch.
Absolutely.
He sits up here more in this chair than he does on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless Alex is home.
Unless
Totally
I'm
got
home.
away from my point.
What was your point?
Can we skip it?
Your
Can we
point is
just go?
okay. So here's the point I'm trying to get
I
here.
still don't.
You're taking the desktop computer downstairs and an additional monitor so you can watch TV while you're doing it.
I'm saying if you wanted to casually browse the internet while you're watching TV,
Okay.
Then I would do it from my desktop. Is what my answer. Final answer.
and how would you see the internet?
I have 3 screens.
My God.
I understand what you're saying.
Chinese.
I get it. I get it.
I
I get
just
it.
became bilingual.
I get it. I get it.
I don't get it. You'll have to explain to me
Okay.
when I'm older.
So let me explain this to you, Alex. Okay.
No.
Oh my God.
No. Please. Just listen. Okay. So place yourself.
I'm watching my movie on my
You're
middle
not.
screen and
You're
my
not.
internet on that screen, and I
No.
can do whatever the fuck I want on that one. I can game on that one while watching a movie and the internet and watch a movie.
You're not doing anything on these.
I guess I should have said you're sitting downstairs on the couch in front of the TV
Okay.
to which you cannot hook a desktop to.
Okay.
Would you rather be on your laptop
Or a desktop.
or
with
a
another
desktop
screen.
computer hooked up to another screen?
I'd rather do a desktop. You know why?
Tell me why.
Because I'm gonna get the ultimate experience on a desktop over a laptop.
Do you need the ultimate experience for casual internet browsing?
Do you need me to say laptop to agree with you?
No, it seems to me that it'd be a lot easier,
How about
could've-
this? I don't like like laptops. How about
No,
that?
I will say I
That's my
agree.
opinion.
Because
I don't like a laptop. Don't buy me a laptop. Nobody ever. I don't like laptops. I would much rather have a PC.
Wow. You know why this is a good reason for her to say this? Because
Why?
desktops are a lot easier upgradable than a laptop.
Oh, sure.
I don't want a laptop ever.
And honestly,
Don't like 'em.
in my own situation,
I don't like
I use a tablet. Use my iPad to surf the.
See, we
to
almost
casually
bought a tablet for that reason, just to have. But like, we have our phones; they're big enough.
I
yeah,
like
and-
having.
yes.
I'm old school, and I like my keyboard. I like buttons.
Laptops have keyboards.
They do.
I like my. I don't know.
You like a
I like
movable
I like
keyboard,
the
or-
dexterity of it. I like the screen is bigger. I don't like that. Like when I
Okay.
move my laptop and my lap moves around, I don't like it. Like it's closer to my face. Like everything is just perfect over there. Okay, Brett.
So
Don't look at me all weird.
there's a difference between the keyboards. That's a mechanical keyboard.
I don't like the little like scrolly mouse thingy, like the touch mouse.
You don't like this
I
thing.
don't like that thing.
On this keyboard there is a touchpad that
Yes.
we use for our
I don't
mouse.
like the touchpad. I don't like anything about a laptop. I don't like it.
Wow.
There.
She is very.
I don't
this
like
laptop.
it, Sam. I am. Can we
I'm
move
just
on to the
gonna-
next question,
I'm gonna
please?
skip the next one, which is laptop or tablet, but I want to jump into that hole again.
I
So-
do a laptop over a tablet.
Laptop, no tablet. Or wait, tablet, no laptop.
Really?
That's what I meant to say.
How is the touch screen on a laptop different from the
It doesn't have
touchpad
that.
on a mouse?
It doesn't have that weird feeling.
Oh, she's not talking about touchscreen. She's talking about touchpad.
I know.
I
I
don't
just
like-
said she just said she'd rather use a tablet than a
Then
laptop.
the laptop, yes.
But you're touching everything on the tablet.
Yeah, that's just a screen. That doesn't have that weird, like, meshy, weird
This
sensation on my
feeling,
fingers.
like the plastic.
I
feeling?
don't like that. Mm-mm.
You don't like to move your finger over a
No,
rough
I
plastic?
like being like Oops.
What did you just do?
Ooh, undo.
Did you just ban somebody?
I think I just like hid everyone's.
No, you're
you
fine.
deleted all
You
of
deleted
it?
all the messages on YouTube, Alex. I put you as moderator.
Oh,
I
my
didn't-
God.
I didn't delete it. I didn't delete it. It just says was hidden, was okay, and then it just says everything was unhidden. So it'll
So,
pop back up in a
This
second.
is why this is funny. I made Alex moderator for our podcast on
That's why I
YouTube.
have a little thingy
Tonight,
next to my name.
5 minutes before we got on,
Made you moderator.
and she deleted all of our messages on YouTube.
Okay.
Holy
Like,
shit!
yeah, it says it's unhidden now, so it'll pop back up. Hopefully.
Moving
Oops.
on. Glasses or contacts?
Ooh.
I flipped. I like glasses more now.
I like my glasses, but yeah, I haven't had a nice pair that actually like I've not had a prescription pair of contacts, so I can't tell you that. I've always had just my cosplay contacts, and they get very irritating and very dried out very easily, so I don't know if that's comparable.
That's like the accessory.
For comfort, glasses. For practicality, maybe, which would be more if I'm not at home, I would prefer to have contacts.
I mean,
Same.
I love colored contacts. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it.
Why?
Because they're cool.
Yeah, but there's no practicality in
That's just it. That's,
Well, I mean, for the cosplay itself, it's
it.
practical.
For cosplay,
That's
sure.
what I'm
But I
saying.
mean, like, the glasses themselves give you an accessory on your face that allow you to hide
Yeah.
anything or allow.
yeah,
anything.
like I pick glasses.
Mhm.
Drive or be the passenger.
Drive.
I like driving too. I mean, but being the passenger is fine sometimes. But
I
like road trip and driving.
like driving, but if I got to choose, I'd probably rather be the passenger.
Mm.
Riding shotgun.
Yeah, Alex and I are planning a road trip sometime. Longo one.
Here's a good one. Write checks or pay with cash.
Cash. Figured that out.
Yes, but I know that you guys still write physical checks.
I do.
For rent.
For rent.
We're gonna give our mother-in-law cash.
We
No.
could.
I don't write checks, but I pay rent with money order.
I know. I like checks just because there's a paper trail.
So if you were going to,
Money orders paper.
well, a lot of places won't take checks anymore.
No.
But let's just say we're going out tonight. Would you, if they took them, would you prefer
Cash.
to pay the
Man.
restaurant with a check over cash?
Cash. God.
if
No,
it
it's
came
kind of
down to
weird
it,
seeing that someone flip out their checkbook at a
Or
restaurant.
old people, senior citizens still
Old people.
use
Old
checks
people.
hey,
at-
followed his words.
at grocery stores. They still do because they see it.
Yeah,
Wow, but I know it happens.
Yeah.
And I know you guys don't carry cash. That's why
No,
made this.
I would prefer
Not
a check just
normally.
because it leaves a trail.
So unilaterally, you'd rather write a check than pay with cash.
yes.
Yeah, I do cash.
Wow, Alex, what are you, 100?
Yep. I like having my money monitored. Like I need to know where it's
I get
going.
the monitoring because if you lose if you lose a checkbook, you can claim those checks.
Well, you can
Void.
put stop payments.
But you lose cash. You lose cash.
If you lose,
permanently.
if cash
not
is
coming
once it's
back.
gone and it's out of your hand, it's gone.
Yeah,
So
that ain't coming back.
Okay.
It's sad to say.
Glass or plastic?
glass. I don't know what we're saying, but I hate plastic.
When I thought of
Mainly
this,
glass.
I thought of On the Rock.
Glass,
Glass or plastic.
Glass or plastic. Glass.
You'll
jar
either end up in a
or
glass
plastic.
jar or a plastic bag.
Mm-hmm. I said, shut the.
I think it just depends. Like a lot. Well, I mean, some alcohol you can get in a big glass fifth or a plastic travel.
Mm-hmm. I'm more glass.
I think just glass in general preserves your flavor more, and I think plastic, I just feel like it's all chemically and
Yeah, glass
I don't like it.
allows for recycling. Plastic is a lot more difficult.
Well, you can recycle both.
Not all plastics are recyclable.
Most of them are number 2, and I know this because I do recycle plastic.
My family owns
Number-
a recycling business,
okay,
so
Number 2 clear, and then number 1 clear, and then number 2 solid. That's like laundry detergent
Yeah,
and like Pringles cans, not
Yeah.
Pringles, the Lay's stacks.
well, I don't even buy the Lay's anymore. I just get them out of the bag. But yeah,
Shut up, Layla.
she is. I don't think
She's
you
Sawing
twitching right
logs
now.
over there.
Mhm. Yeah, she is.
All right, now, this is a good one.
Oh no, we lost Brett before you even said anything.
oh no.
Oh shit.
Let me guess. Let me guess.
What?
Condoms or dental dams?
No.
Wow.
I was looking.
Well,
I was,
that was
I was
American
thinking of
Pie,
it like
girls
American
rules.
Pie. How she's like, oh
Everyone has a dental dam in that movie,
my god.
and Alex has never heard of
I
one
was
before
like,
the
I have
movie.
no
I
idea
guess.
what the hell that is.
Farting excessively or sick to the stomach, but you can't throw up.
Oh,
Farting
farting.
excessively.
Farting,
You've-
definitely.
I agree.
Significant relief
I
out
hate
of that
being
one.
nauseous.
Just for the comedy effect.
that too, because I could be as sick as a dog and fart and go.
You and your fart jokes, Alex. I swear.
Oh, fart jokes are funny. So get this. So I love fart humor, poop humor, as everybody
Oh my
knows.
god.
And then yesterday was Easter, and I just figured little kids all love puke humor.
Puke. Puker.
So I give my
Poop jokes.
nephew an Easter egg card that has a cartoon bunny on it with its butt kind of sticking near the Easter basket that says the Easter bunny left you a present or had something for you or something. And
And
something or left you a surprise, and then opens up the card and it says like, just don't eat the black jelly beans or something. And he's like, that's not funny. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's hilarious.
It's a poop joke.
Funny.
And he's like, that's not
It's
funny. He
not
got
funny.
mad
And I'm
about
like,
it.
yeah, he got mad about it. I'm like, you know what? The
Jeez.
last time I made a fart joke, he didn't like it either. So I'm like, oh, all right. Well, you know what? He
He doesn't think farts are funny.
He doesn't.
He's on my level.
He's too mature.
But I can laugh when kids laugh at it because I want to see their humor.
I don't know. I wish he was into fart humor like me.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
used
Alright.
to be when he was really
This
little.
one affects all 3 of us.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Back pain or foot pain?
Oh,
Ooh.
This is preferred pain, I guess.
What would you rather have?
Foot.
Pain. I could work through foot pain,
Yeah.
not back pain.
Back pain is.
Back
the
pain's your
worst.
whole body. Foot, I can hop.
I haven't had the back issues that you guys have, but I am very well known with foot pain.
Yeah, I get worried about your gout.
Back
that you
pain,
had.
you can't breathe
Sure.
without hurting yourself.
move.
You can't sit on the toilet without
Uh-huh.
hurting yourself. You probably can't fart without hurting yourself
I'm
either.
not.
Probably
Your
not.
foot pain, you just put your foot up. You're fine.
Well, you're not fine.
Well, you're not fine,
Yeah.
but you can take care of it.
But you realize how much, as dumb as this sounds, how much you use your feet when walking.
Very
Mm.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you realize when you hurt your back how much you use your back with like
Every
You're all-
movement.
you literally can just sit here and I could look at you and go my back.
Yep.
Burger or a chicken sandwich?
I've been more on the chicken
Oh,
sandwich
man.
level now. Alex and I are starting to cut out the red meat.
Yeah.
Man, it
I'd go for a good
depends.
freaking Red Robin burger.
I mean, if you were to put honestly, if you put
burgers are good too.
yeah, if you put like my favorite chicken
And my favorite
sandwich
burger.
and my favorite burger, I would probably pick the burger.
I think so too, just because I eat so many other types of chicken. A lot of different forms of chicken, so I would probably go with the burger.
Josh, your favorite burger.
I know.
Your favorite chicken sandwich.
I'm thinking the chicken because, well, I go with my favorite chicken sandwich is Popeye's spicy chicken. Favorite burger has been.
I really like that burger from Red Robin.
Red Robin was pretty good.
That was pretty darn good. Because he said burger, and I went right to that sandwich.
But, Chili's is a good burger too. But I'm thinking here, like, burgers can get really, really messy really fast.
I don't care about the mess. It's a taste.
No, I'm chicken.
All right.
Yeah.
Last one. Nuggets or strips?
Depends on where they're from.
Yeah, I'm gonna say depends on where they're from.
But I'm mostly gonna go chicken strips.
I'd probably go with strips over nuggets. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say that just because if it's anything but McDonald's or Wendy's, I will not eat any other chicken nuggets.
Chick-fil-A's nuggets are really good.
Never mind. I forgot about Chick-fil-A.
They have chicken strips too. I've never had them.
They do.
Yeah, never mind.
But I'm sure they're the same as all the.
I don't even call like Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets. Like they're not even. They're a different type of nugget.
They're technically more of a nugget than the others.
That's very true.
Because the other ones are mini strips.
Yeah.
I'd go with strips.
Just
because, like you said, you know, some places can do really good chicken strips, but they don't do nuggets. Nuggets are just cheap.
Yes.
They really are.
That's what I think of. Like the only nuggets I'm like, that's a good nugget is.
That's a good nugget.
A good nugget is going to be Chick-fil-A #1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's do that. Alex, you want to go ahead and plug your Twitch?
Yes, if you'd like to watch me game, it's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, now playing lots of duty. I'm waiting for Pokemon Snap.
End of this month.
To come out.
I'm
going to complete it in a day.
I doubt that. I doubt that very much.
And I'm gonna complete it in a weekend stream.
Yeah, okay.
Probably. I'm gonna stream it like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Give us a.
I already saw like some of the gameplay, and I was like, "Woo!"
Yeah, I showed you the trailer.
I know. I loved it. It was
Looks
so
really
cool.
good. Looks really good.
I love it. All right.
You have a new YouTube video.
Oh
too.
yes, and then I have a YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/cutekitty. If you check that out, there's also a brand new YouTube video that everyone's kind of raving about right now.
Yeah,
so,
your VTOL.
My VTOL moment. You're never gonna get a VTOL.
It's a good video. Check it out. Good one. If you want to follow me on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Mr. L. That's MASTERL. Spell it out. You can find me streaming, Fall Guys Season 4 and Rocket League lately. I've been looking into getting into something else. Probably doing something a little differently on my stream here eventually, but I'm not certain what I'm going to play. I've been looking at a lot of different ones on Game Pass. I've been thinking about playing Control. That looks really good. I don't know. I've been looking at other single-player games, if there's something interesting I could do. As far as our podcast goes, we'd appreciate it if you guys hit that like button on our YouTube channel. And also make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. Press that subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified for when we go live, which is every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to follow us on our social media, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is PTOUnlimited on Facebook, PTOUnlimited_podcast on Instagram, and at PTOUnlimited on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is at Lemke619.
Brett_Wings.
Cute_kitty.
I got 2 final notes.
I got one too.
I got one too.
So today I have a 3-day class training, but I have to do it over Zoom. And I've never done that before.
You've done Zoom?
No.
Oh.
So, you know what? I totally feel bad for teachers and students who had to do that every day for however long they did
that
it.
are still doing it.
I agree.
You have to, you really have to pay attention just so that you can participate, you know? And it slows everything down so much.
I agree.
It's just like, I'm glad it's only 3 days worth.
We do that to talk to my family sometimes. We haven't done one in a little while.
Yeah, we should do that again.
We do COVID. We did it during COVID where we would talk to everybody and
like for birthdays and stuff. Yeah.
Special occasions.
Do you want to do yours and then I'll do mine, or do you want me to do mine?
Well, mine's about the episode number. I forgot to do this right at the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The number 250 in Chinese slang means idiot.
Nice.
It's the idiot episode.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
So, yeah, that's all.
So, I didn't check with you guys first, so I hope this is okay, but I wanted to give a shout out to a new podcast.
Yeah.
spearheaded, I guess, by someone I know. Used to work with him. It's all gaming. And it's like I've considered myself more casual than I ever been before at gaming, but they do deep dives. It's called Loud Thumbs. I believe it's on all the
Oh, that's a good name.
all the things.
I like that. I like that name.
Two guys, and I think they do it. I don't think they do it together like we do. I think, but it's one that I can't quite tell. So they do a really good job of making it feel like they're in the same room.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure they're doing it over a call. But it's really good. And if they do some deep dives on some stuff. So I've had to. They've only put out 2 episodes, but I've enjoyed listening to it.
Are they from here?
They're from Bluffton. I believe.
Oh, nice.
I know one of them is from Bluffton. So.
Right on. That's cool.
So I just thought
Shout out to them. Yeah. Shout out to the new podcast.
We're gonna have to do another like post-COVID get together, like what we were doing with Juice.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that. How we got local podcasts together and had a meet up. That was
awesome.
So cool doing a meet and greet. That was cool.
Yeah, I had my business cards ready.
Just do. No, I liked it. It was so much fun.
Anything else for final notes, Alex? You got one? You said or no?
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, you forgot it already?
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave us off on a joke.
Ooh.
Why did the mermaid wear seashells?
To hide her boobs?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because she outgrew her bee shells.
I read that the other day.
I mean, I got some of it right.
That's it for us, folks.
Oh, I like that.
Good night, everybody.
We'll catch you guys next week for episode 251. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.